Well, here we are. We're at the 31st randomly picked place out of the walking highlights draw. When we were walking from Shaldon and we came past this pub, it was closed, wasn't it? I think it was a Sunday. It looks like it's all open now. But our main purpose of being here today is to carry on along the coast. So let's see what it's like this time. Today I'm in Maidencombe in Devon. I'll be starting next to the Thatched Tavern Inn, and I'll be going down to Maidencombe Beach. We'll have a look and remind ourselves of the beach from last year, and then I'll be going back up, and then we'll be joining the coastal path all the way along here, going down here all the way, and as we go we're going to see hopefully some great scenery of the sea and the cliffs. We'll keep going all the way around here, all the way down here, and then down to Babbacombe hopefully, and then we'll be going all the way back along the coastal path back to the car. So join me on my walk to see how I get on. Right, here we go. So we're going down Rockhouse Lane, and you can park right outside the Thatched Tavern pub, which is handy. Limited spaces, but it is free, folks, just to let you know. So that's a handy find. And I believe we've got to go this way. There we go, got the sign for the coast path, and then that way obviously towards Shaldon. Right, mind ahead. Quite low, so mind your head for anyone that's over 6 foot. Right. Good to know there's toilets here. A lovely cafe here, but I don't know if it's open at this time of the year. But there you go. There's yeah, it's a UNESCO area. This is an epic adventure, 400 million years in the making. And I love these little aerial shots of the sort of like, you know, letting you know where all the different coves are, and yeah, awesome. But we'll crack on in a moment. This giant rock, what's that all about? Travelling through the Valley of the Rocks, you will pass underneath the dramatic giant rock which was once part of Isambard Kingdom, Brunel's estate. Once a significant Victorian attraction, the giant rock has now become less distinctive with the natural regeneration of trees. Yeah, so some interesting places to note. Berry Head, Brixham, Kent's Cavern, Wellswood, Torquay. And other sites of interest, you've got Torquay Museum, Tor Abbey, Paynton Geoplay Park, Cockington Court, Brixham Heritage Museum, Royal Terrace Gardens, or go on a Geopark sightseeing cruise. That sounds cool, doesn't it? Just a note there, coast path to Torquay, 10 kilometres. Ooh. And as you can see, that we're graced with all these wonderful colours once again. We'll talk more about that in a bit, I'm sure. But yeah, common coastal birds, there you go, what we might see. Gannet. It's ones I've not very familiar with. Razorbill. Yeah. Well, we might see some long-eared bats a bit later on. Pepestral bat. It's a bit of a mouthful, isn't it? Pepestral bat. Well, that's the toilets. Completely forgot what they look like, but yeah. Oh, doesn't look open to me. Doesn't look like it's been used for a while, does it? Easter to September. Down to Maidencombe Beach so you can have a look. It'd be nice to see it again, won't it? Because we haven't seen it for like over a year now. So, well, it's just hit a year. Oh, here we go. Oh, wow. Look at that. And there's a dog down there having a good time. I can hear it barking. So this is what it looks like at this time of the year. The sea. Oh, you can't see the... Oh, he's barking at something, look. The dog is... I think maybe his balls got caught under the rocks. Yeah. I can smell that instant hit of like seaweed, you know, that sea air, you know, hits your nostrils immediately. Doesn't look very busy today, which I can understand because it's a cloudy day. It's been spitting today, so you know it's gonna put people off. But yeah, you've got this wonderful cafe that's open, not obviously now, but when it is, yeah, winter opening time, so it still does open. It's good to know, isn't it? And you can hire a kayak as well. So we'll just quickly pop down here briefly, and then we'll crack on with what we intend to do today. Blimey, look at this. There's tons and tons of these little fish. Loads of them. Absolute loads of them. I didn't know there were going to be fish. I just thought there were like maybe shells from a distance. I can't believe it how many there are here. I mean, if you know what these are, these fishes, then let me know in the comments. Almost like, I don't know, I'm not really up with the fishing, but maybe it's sort of like some sort of, the mackerel maybe? I don't know. Wow. This would be a cat's paradise, wouldn't it? If you got a pet cat, they'd love it here, wouldn't they, today? But glorious sight here of the sea. The dog's loving it. He's absolutely having a great time. Well, this area is surrounded by red sandstone cliffs, and you get some nice little rock pools here as well. There's a real picturesque little village with its little pub up where we came from. And obviously you get thatched buildings here as well, which of course you could see by the pub. Anyway, enough of this. We've got to really crack on, because we don't want to end up getting pitch darkness when we're on our way back, do we? Anyway, let's get on with it. And again, another great view. Right, get the breath back. Maidencombe Beach to Watcombe Beach. Right, the first gate. Let's see how we get on. As you can't hear the sea as much, but it's coming through though, up the cliffs. Lovely to hear the very healing sound of the sea in your left ear as you go up here. Viewpoint. You can stand and have a look. Cool. I think I've walked a little bit of this. Yeah, I have. Going down to Maidencombe quite a few years ago, I think. And I remember taking a snapshot of that. Other options. And yeah, they've got the circular walk that you can do around here. And I think that's the walk I did when I came here previously with a friend at the time. And now this is getting a bit steep. I've got the couple of steps involved here, but a lot of it is just taking your time, I think, because it is just a slope. Believe it or not, there are wasps out. So one was when I was down Maidencombe Cove. Yeah. Oh, what's that thing? Ooh. Bramble. But yeah, there are waspies. So yeah. Well, it's mild, isn't it? So it's going to confuse them and they're going to come out again. They probably still think it's summer. Just got to be careful though. All these leaves carpeting the floor will disguise the tree roots. I haven't gone over, but you know, I have tripped a little bit. Just got to bear that in mind, as the leaves are not always your best friend. The circular walks that you can do. So walk 1, moderate, being orange. Walk 2, black, moderate, 1 mile. And then the walk 3, yellow, coast path. And then the red is a link path. So yeah. And we might hear oh, I remember this bird last time. How did I say it? The cell bunting. I'm sure I've come across that picture of them before. Look at that little devil. So just be careful you don't go and then over. I just love the way nature just goes with the flow, quite literally. I mean, look at that tree. The way it just wraps around all the branches. This is quite steep, but the steps are quite chunky to help you through it. You can see how chunky they are from this angle, can't you? Yeah, we're going further down. So I get that some people won't enjoy this segment because there's a lot of, well, if you're going the other way it's going to be a challenge, isn't it? But yeah, it's quite a lot of climbing so far at the beginning here. I like the way there's you might be able to just see it, a bench at the top of this bit. It's like they've thought, well, they deserve a bench at that point, don't they? All that climbing they've done and going up steps or whatever. They've put a bird table out here in the middle of nowhere, look. That's, well, on the coastal path. How good is that? And they've made sure it's pretty much fully stocked up as well. And it's got these bars obviously to prevent the pigeons and seagulls and other little sods that might be trying to get in there, panting like a wild animal at the moment. I think my fitness has gone down a bit because, I mean, this isn't a Cheddar Gorge climb, but yeah, well, it's quite a climb, but got steps occasionally. But yeah, anyway, I'll get to the top and I'll see you there. And there you go, when you're at the top you can peer your neck over there and you can have a little look. Awesome. There is a bench here, by the way, but I'm going to carry on. Well, you've got a swing that someone's hoisted up there on that tree, a rope, and it's quite steep down there. And there's quite a few dog walkers around, so dogs are very happy around here. It's a great place to bring your dogs. And then we're sort of leading into a carpet, a real proper carpet of leaves now. It's definitely that moment now to kick some leaves. Well, I got that out of my system. Right, onwards and upwards. You feel like you're in almost like a cathedral, a wild cathedral, because you've got all these trees going up like that as a canopy, and you've got those, look at that red cliff, and you've got the harmony of the birds that are dotted around this wood. Yeah, and you've also got Babbacombe Beach, which you can walk. There's a path down there somewhere, and you can go down there if you want to. So if you're around this area, you can check that out. We haven't got time to do that today, but good to know that it's round here, isn't it? Right, I'll get through here, all right? Oh, I can. Right. So yeah, Babbacombe. Got a car park here. So yeah, Valley of the Rocks. You were thinking, I thought, like, hang on a minute, isn't that North Devon? But yeah, the Valley of the Rocks. The Valley of the Rocks and Giant Rock were popular attractions in the Victorian era. Today, the dominant form of giant rock rears up out of the valley, but woodland masks the majestic vertical sandstone outcrop and the excavated clay pits below. The Valley of the Rocks would have been more apparent in Victorian times, as this wooded basin was only covered in gorse and scrub. Wow, how it's changed from that era at that time, you know, to this. We've got to this road, and I believe we've just got to go down this way. There's not a sign, surprisingly. Coastal path sign, unless I've just completely missed it, but I can't see anything. But footpath map says down here, so we'll carry on. And there you go, a house for sale. Imagine living there. And there's a cat flapping that green door. So can you imagine how the adventures of the cats would love it here, wouldn't they? Especially if they went all the way over to Maidencombe at this time of year to gobble up all of that. I think it's probably white bait, isn't it? Something like that. But they think they're dreaming, wouldn't they? They'd be pinching themselves. Oh, it's because I ended up going up through the car park and I didn't need to. There was a path that goes through this wood here. Right, now we've got to go. Oh crumbs! We've got to go up again. Surprise! Surprise! So right, yeah, we do. It's got to be done, though, isn't it? Yeah, so up the steps. I think I'll be as fit as a butcher's dog after all this. I think I can't see myself get coming back on this, because I think it just will get dark. You know, I might go fast on the way back, but I don't know. We'll see what the time is when we get to Babbacombe, which is what I'm hoping to get to. Yeah, might have to just get the bus. Or maybe I can do that seal bunting, because it's a song I don't recognise. You know, being in the normal areas that you live in and you work in. So maybe that is a dee. The colour of these. Wow. Almost reminds me of, you know, when we were in Ottery St Mary, we saw something very close to that colour, didn't we? If you can remember. Still not out of my system though. Oh dear. I spoke to a lady with, she's a dog walker, and look, she said we get we get close to the sea around this area, and we certainly are. So also just to maybe be careful with your dogs, because you know, if they're not used to this kind of like walking type of terrain, just keep a close eye on them. But yeah, we are very close. Look at that. Oh, the sea breeze. And yeah, foggy day. Well, misty in the background there. A little update for you. And we're doing well, aren't we? To be honest. As you can see, Babbacombe is approaching. But of course it depends on how up and down this is, the next parts, depending on how well our progress is. Of course, from experience now, I know that it really does slow you down when you're going up and down, distance wise, doesn't it? Next bench, I'll stop off, I think. So I think it's yeah, it'll be a good time, I think, really. To the top here. Oh, not to the top yet, but can we see? We can see a bit of a view. Now surely that's Babbacombe, isn't it? Well, these benches are coming through thick and fast, aren't they? Another one. I think that will be the one I take, folks. Yeah, let's just do it. Oh. Well, you might be able to guess what I'm having today. Again, Marmite. I just think with Marmite, you don't really have to refrigerate it, do you? So you can be out and carry on. And I have margarine, so you're pretty good in that area, aren't you? That one's already, it's not been opened yet. Let's carry on the one I need to drink on. Oh, it's all that climbing, isn't it? Okay, but yeah, got our wipes, clean the hands. You just don't know what you touch, and gates and that, do you? I always do this. You know by now I do this. But yeah. So yeah, Marmite sandwich. That's quite dry. It's all right. Will do, won't it? It's just damp. So yeah. And then I've got. If you know me personally, I love 12s. I love them. I could eat them every day, to be honest. Right, and then I got the Snack Right crisps from Aldi, salt and vinegar. And what I love about these is they really fill them up. There's less like just air in a bag. But yeah, I'm not sure if I gave a shout out to James before. I can't remember, but you said you like me to show what I'm having for lunch. So yeah, thanks for watching, James. Not James that does the YouTube videos, but someone I know down here in Devon. Right, anyway, I'll crack on with my lunch and I'll catch you in a bit. We'll see what else is waiting for us up there, won't we? Right, off we go. And zigzag. And yeah, the sea once again. You just can't You just never ever get bored of sea views, do you? I'd like to give Adam a shout out, and I wish you all the best with your new job, and thank you very much for watching all the videos as well. It does mean a lot. Yeah, nice shot there, isn't there, of Babbacombe. And we're up high again now, which is nice to be on the level. I think there'll be some opportunities here for some more viewpoints. What about this one? Yeah, look at that one. Oh wow. God, that is spectacular, isn't it? Really is good. Your Easterfield Lane, 1/4 mile. Another bench. Very impressed, I must say. We have got to Torquay golf course, which is brilliant, and everyone's still playing golf. Excellent, look at that. Oh look, crucial shot here on the green. You got it in, so well played. And there you go, that's how we're doing. Very close now, actually, in good time. And the yeah, the sign there, yeah, Babbacombe 1 mile. So you're not there yet. You're not there yet. So still got a bit of time until we get there. But 1 mile is not too long, is it? To compare it with other places we've been to, you know, on the coast, inland. It was taking me to Maidencombe Beach, so yeah, got some more calories burnt off there. We're just going back up the hill and then onto the right path. Sorry about the panting. Can't believe I missed that. Why did I go down there for? I must have misinterpreted the arrow. We just had to come onto this road, Maidencombe Road, I think, if that's how you pronounce it. But yeah, we've got to go, because apparently you're speaking to a gentleman, and he said that the path, actually the way I was going was kind of like right, but in that direction anyway. But there's a lot of I think there's some dangerous like stones and things like that, so there's a bit of corrosion, as we've experienced before, you know. So we'll go down here, straight down here, we'll turn left at the roundabout, and then we should see a path so we can carry on. Right, we can do it. There you go, look, 2/3 mile, we've got to go this way. Just spoke to a lady and she said that there is a bus that can pick you up just outside Sainsbury's, and it will take you all the way back to, yeah, Maidencombe. So as a backup, we've got that. So we'll see how we get on. I think she said number 22. Back to the climber steps, but there is a viewpoint coming up according to footpath, so we'll see what that looks like. Here we go. Oh, there we go. Look, Babbacombe is quite a nice little place, isn't it? I've never been here before, ever. Oh wow, look. You've got the Babbacombe Cliff Railway that we're going right next to. And this was actually built in 1926. The Babbacombe Cliff Railway has shuttled hundreds of thousands of holiday makers to and from Maidencombe Beach in over 90 years of its service. And yeah, as I say, right next to it here. For a minute I thought we were up in Lynmouth, just transported up there. Well, starts up in Linton and goes down to Lynmouth, doesn't it? The Cliff railway line. Oh my goodness, this is a... Oh, Oh, we go through here, brilliant. I'm quite relieved we're going under it rather than up there. You can see how steep it was. But yeah, there was an arrow pointing this way anyway, so very low as you can see. Can you imagine when it's all in full swing and all the holiday makers are going up and down and you're walking under it? Well, according to footpath we can still stay up here, so let's just go this way rather than going down too much and then finding ourselves that we have to go back up again. We'll go up here and then we've got to go onto another path. It is quite some challenge this, isn't it, today? Blimey, you could have easily missed that. Look, I'll show you what I mean. Look, this path on the corner and I was just going round there up the road. So we've got to go this way. Right, this is looking a bit steeper here. Take your time with this because you can't really clearly see everything underneath. But we are, yeah, we're literally really coming down there, aren't we? Look. Yeah. So, right. Okay. Oh, yeah, I thought I could hear water going down. Water rushing down the cliff. There it is, look. Right. A bit wet round here. But it's understandable though if it's got all this going on. Oh, look at that, that's cool. Nice little water feature. Right. Again, your brain goes on to think, right, how steep? Oh, crikey. You just got to be really careful because these leaves do get a bit slimy. Right, this is just literally leading us into the sea. It feels like, doesn't it? The way it's going. Right. We are literally just going down to the front of the where these rocks are. No, we're not. We're actually. I can see that we're actually getting close to it all. But there is an option to go down there with those steps on the left, as you can see. So you can go down there, but I'll carry on, and I think just round this corner then, well, round that corner over there, I think that's where will be our turnaround place, possibly. Sure. Wow, you are really in the action here, aren't you? Cool, look at that. Amazing. Can you imagine if there's a storm down here? You wouldn't really want to be here, would you? But who would go out in a storm? Just me in Mohammed. Right. Okay. Yeah. Yeah, this is cool. I like it. Nice. So a little area there, little cove you can go to. And oh, is this what the? Oh, right. That's all right. I thought I'd have to climb along some cliff stones, rocks. That's the word, rocks. Well, got to keep this filming going at the moment. This is a very interesting part of the walk, isn't it? Oh, there we have it, folks. There we have it. Oh, very pretty. Very pretty place. What a great achievement today. So I was just speaking to a local, a lady that said that Peter de Savary, an entrepreneur, he owns the Carey Arms and some other buildings here. He tried to privatise the beach, which didn't go down very well with the locals. And the car park there, that apparently you could pay £2, but now that's been privatised. So there's been a few adjustments. But you know, these sort of things are happening, not just here, but in other places as well. The Carey Arms right up there, so you can imagine the good views from up there, because they've got a balcony at the top there. I think they're open at 6 p.m. So yeah, but we'll just take a look back over this glorious coastline. And the lady I was speaking to was also saying that seals are pretty tame here, to be honest, folks. I mean, seals can just literally come up on the path, and you'll be surprised. So she quickly got her camera out as slowly as she could without scaring the seal off, and took a picture. So you might be lucky. I thought I just saw one over there, but that's just a bobbing buoy. But you never know, you might come across some of them because they're around here. Anyway, I'm going to get back now because of the time, but what I'll do is I'll give you some shots of what I see on the way back, and I'll give you my final thoughts, of course. Well, I decided to just get the bus. A bit of a story behind this, because I came across this lady and asked her where the bus stop was, and she said follow me, and she insisted on giving me a lift to the bus stop. Then I got in and very grateful. I wouldn't normally do this, but and then they found the bus in front, and they stopped on the bus stop where there was a chance to get the bus, and they stopped, got out, and I hopped on the bus. But you couldn't make that up, could you? So yeah, bus number 22. I made a quick executive decision, because I don't think it would be a good idea walking back, because I think it would just be getting quite dark by the time I get close to Maidencombe. So here we go, really random end to the walk today. There's some really kind people in this world, isn't there? Well, I'm at Maidencombe Cross, and this brings back memories, because I was waiting for a bus here when I obviously did the Shaldon walk. But blimey, that all happened very quickly, didn't it? What just happened? It's almost like your life's written for you, the way things happen sometimes, isn't it? Anyway, let's go down. I'm going to go down steep hill, and I'm hoping the pub's open because I fancy a drink, and we'll do our conclusion there. Right, catch you in a bit. Well, here we are. We're in the thatched tavern pub, which I'm really glad we've been able to make to going to, folks, because, as I say, last time when we looked at the pub last time from Shaldon, when we were walking from Shaldon to Maidencombe, it was closed, so we couldn't go in. But it's worked out the right way we wanted it to today, I think, hasn't it, in terms of getting to this pub. So I did a total of 10.30 kilometres in the end, and the terrain, it's quite challenging. I don't think it's going to be ideal for a lot of people because of the hill climbs, the steps involved. But if you like a challenge, you don't mind the hill climbs, then this is a good a walk for you. But as I say, not everyone's going to enjoy it, but it was good. I'm glad I ticked it off, and we saw some wonderful bits of scenery of going down to Maidencombe, seeing these random load of whitebait, I think it was, just there, really random. Never expected to see that. But yeah, it's quite quiet there. You've got a few dog walkers. Obviously it's the time of the year when and during the week, so you're not going to see loads of people. But yeah, really wonderful little cove. Highly recommend going there. And of course you've got the car park just up from the steps, so you don't have to walk too far. And of course you've got the cafe that is also open during the winter times, which is awesome to know, because I didn't think that. And of course you can borrow a kayak there, is it? Yeah, so that's quite good. So yeah, it's been, the terrain is great, and then of course the scenery all the way, seeing the sea every so often, getting some nice pictures you can get, and then getting down to Babbacombe. A few sort of went wrong a couple of times, but then of course corrected myself when I got a bit of signal and talking to people. So thank you to everyone that helped me on my journey today. But yeah, Babbacombe is just such a quaint, pretty little place, isn't it? Really is. Definitely recommend just going down there and soaking up the vibe of the place. You never know, you might see a seal. Might happen, it might happen. All these coves around here, they are tame, the seals. Never thought that. Maybe one day we'll see one, but it was cool to see. I saw this big bird waiting on the rock there for fish. One of those what they called, one of those, we saw them, didn't we, at Clackworthy Reservoir waiting. I think it was one of them, wasn't it? But yeah, how easy is it to get to down here? Well, it's quite steep, so you've got the main roads. Be careful, because Google Map can take you on a few country roads. It takes you on a bit of a goose chase, so to speak. But yeah, it's a bit steep down here to get to here. But once you're here, great atmosphere. And then the parking, you can park outside the pub. Very lucky. Don't often get to park outside a pub, do we? But yeah, that's free parking. And there's a bit of parking further down, when we were walking to start. Signal. So signal is not the greatest in spots, so you just got to bear that in mind. So make sure that you have an idea where you're going. I mean, as I say, signposts are there, not always though, just bear that in mind. But once you get up and down in certain parts, you get signal, which is really weird. But yeah, but also lovely to see the all the leaves, carpeted leaves, and then you've got to have that moment when you kick the leaves, I know it's a bit childish, but it's just something that feels like, here we go, autumn, It was great to carry on walking from where we got to last time, wasn't it? from Shaldon. So you've got to check out the Shaldon walk if you haven't, so then you can, if you like this area, check that one out. But yeah, we've literally pretty much gone from like along here, from like Ladram Bay all the way down to Babbacombe. So we're doing really well, aren't we? The hot topic of you know, getting a lift, being offered a lift, you know, and someone being so kind to take you to where the bus stop was, and getting to where the bus was waiting, you know. As I say, I wouldn't ever really get into a stranger's car, but they were just being very kind, grateful people. You know, they're out there, but again, I do not suggest that you ever do this. It's a no, isn't it? You wouldn't get into a stranger's car, but these people were genuine people, and you know, and I was okay, worked out fine, so it's all good. So I'm very grateful for that lady and her husband doing that for me, because as I say, we would have waited another hour for the bus, which I wouldn't have minded. I would do it, of course. But yeah, so you can get the bus 22. It all happened so quick, I don't even know where the bus stop was when I got on the bus, you know. But yeah, you can get the bus 22 from just out of sort of like where I was at the top, out of Babbacombe. But I think that pretty much covers everything, doesn't it? Sorry if I've missed out anything in my normal final thoughts. I always think I've missed something out, but if I have, sorry about that. But check out, oh yeah, that's what I was going to say. So this pub was refurbished back in 2019, so it looks really nice. I really recommend coming here. You know, it's got a lovely atmosphere, and one of the owners here has put the fire on for me, so really nice. So yeah, as I say, you've got to keep an eye out on the next Walking Highlights draw, because that is when the 10 new places are going to go in the hat. So I'm really excited to bring that to you very soon. Anyway, thank you for joining us. Take care and join me for another walking journey very soon. And it's bye-bye from me in Maidencombe.